I'm putting some effort into this one. John O'Donnell from RT was on Slow News Day with Pointman. One could see the white tablet teleprompter reflecting off his glasses. I don't know if he's also a call for an uprising, but they do sound very similar. They're both clearly disinfo shills. We'll run through pretty much 3 live streams. I do it in like 5-minute chunks, but I'll splice them together to make this into one continuous video. It'll start with a quick look, a quick setup of the interview between Poinkin and the fake interview, all scripted. They're using teleprompters. Think about the implications of someone like John F. O'Donnell going on to Slow News Day, and they're all in cahoots reading from a script. Think about the implications of that, please. Then I have a short clip of a call for an uprising from approximately 2017, 2018, and we'll briefly compare their voices a little bit. They have the same sort of shtick, maybe coming from different directions. Like there's a left-wing Q-tip and a right-wing Q-tip. I would say that letter there, but they might put some type of silly link. They'll attach that to this video. And then after that, there's about 10 minutes they're on YouTube before they scurried off to rock FBI. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start.
All of these other things that divide us across the left and right seem like such a distraction, where it's like, no, we really all need to realize that there is a techno-fascist takeover afoot, and that transcends the left-right thing, and we really all need to get together in order to push back against this. It's a global agenda, so we need a global movement to push back against it. And everything else to me seems like a distraction. But one thing I want to say is that one time when I was a redacted,
saying I covered, that as if he's reading from a script.
It was like the Conservative Public Action Conference thing.
You crop things out, you get a clearer view.
Ted Cruz
he's not looking
there,
at,
and he's the son of a preacher, and holy shit, that dude knows how to rile up his base. It was
when he's looking straight ahead. He's reading.
Just absolutely pathetic.
There's a call for an
red carpet shows. I mean, who cares what they're wearing? Most of the people aren't even wearing anything.
A little different.
They're half naked out there, crying out loud. So then we get to
a call for an uprising.
We see this
guy
his
voice now.
Flashing up the devil horns.
A couple channels exposed said that this guy's the RT guy.
Isn't that adorable, folks?
And then he
indoctrinating your child with
Max,
and occult symbolism.
He hides his voice.
Great role model.
We really all need to realize that.
And what's the first thing we see as it goes live on the air? We see the ritual circle, which has been a common theme. And all of these Grammy, MTV award show type shows where they perform music, they perform the music, which is witchcraft. Believe it or not, I know some of you.
It doesn't even have to be the same guy. They're both shills pushing the fracture point of religion.
For the first time,
don't mind
redacted tonight.
Those screens right now.
Stand-up comedian, host of Take Your Pills podcast, John F. O'Donnell.
Yeah, right here.
Hey there.
So this is what they're really looking at.
How are you?
They're very deceptive.
I'm all right. It is fantastic to to meet you and to have you on the show. Welcome and let's talk some crazy shit, my friend.
It sounds good.
Right,
I'm psyched to be here, man. I love the work that you're doing.
Yeah, sure he does.
I appreciate it.
Jimmy Doyle knew all about the work of the no names.
You did just make me root for Ted Cruz.
There's such a continuity.
I hate being on the same side as the Zodiac Killer, man. You know what I mean? Like, how fucking twisted has this COVID clown world become?
Chunky Face.
I'm like, yeah,
did a little bit on
Ted Cruz. Take out Merrick Garland. Ugh. And I know he's just grandstanding. You're right, but still, fuck.
I mean, so the way that when I justify this to me, when I rationalize it to myself, I'm like, you know what? I'm not agreeing with Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz is agreeing with me. Ted Cruz came around to my way of thinking on this particular issue, whereas the vast majority of the time, he looks like a bloated version of Bob from Bob's Burgers. and is about as smart.
Tongue jive.
Do you know what I mean?
He said Teddy Cruz,
but his debate skills are on point. That guy, like, I mean, he can handle himself, you know, in that particular setting.
I'm talking
so it makes for interesting sport. I realize the majority of it is a distraction, but when it comes to the FBI targeting parents
and the fake
in school, you know, just for their opinions over either forced inoculation or critical race theory, the FBI should not be doing that, and Merrick Garland should be held to account for that. And even if it is Ted Cruz that's doing it, I'm sure Ted Cruz remembers that Merrick Garland was Chuck Grassley's
straight ahead. He's
for the Supreme Court when Barack Obama was tossing his name around, and that was supposed to be the compromise, but they punted on Merrick Garland because Hillary Clinton was supposed to be able to looking at Pointing. That was a gamble. They took it. They fell on their fucking faces. But now we're stuck.
O'Donnell's better at not. I don't know. I'm having trouble
a relative of Mr. Peanut
actual eyes.
Looking at the guy.
I have eye issues.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And because it's Ted Cruz presenting that, that allows for that divide and conquer mentality. Because anybody that hears it out of Ted Cruz's mouth is going to be like, "Oh, that guy's full of shit," and they're going to be dismissive of what he's saying, which reflectively is just like, yeah, the FBI should not be targeting.
This is interesting. I did watch this already.
About what's happening to their children's education.
Cassandra Fairbanks.
What the fuck?
Lee Stranahan too.
And we'll tell you. Look, man.
Go ahead.
They don't even
hide it for anyone
that
have zero problems whatsoever with critical race theory or
eyebrows, tardy dyskinesia from
O'Donnell. I have a lot of friends that are vehemently opposed to it.
It reflects off their
it's wild to watch it come to a head in a congressional setting.
They fake that it's a Zoom meeting. Even freaking the moron Poinkin's eyes just stand.
I don't
horizontally
should be setting precedent
east to west or west to east.
Schools, but that's just a personal opinion. I don't know
whatnot. They try to erase that they're reading the way. We could do a body analysis. Guess I have some seconds, so I don't have to rush exactly. Extra seconds. The Asperger's hitting me. This is a special interest for me making videos. The singing was a good move for me as an Aspie. I recommend it to all Aspies, even if you think you can't sing. If you have any inkling at all about the perfect pitch. If you have any questions, I got some teaching experience. Here we go, so I don't run out of time. Everything gets done that has to be done in due time. That's my new philosophy, because there's no rush. There's no reason to anything. We can stop right where we are. The coffee machine goes off and then seeped into a tune earlier.
And I have a lot of friends that are vehemently opposed to it. And so it's wild to watch it come to a head in a congressional setting, because I don't we shouldn't even be there. The federal government, I don't believe should be setting precedent for what gets taught in schools. But that's just a personal opinion. I don't know let me know what you think on that, and then tell me what you're going to say before I cut you off like an asshole.
No, not at all. I think that it's a real issue, but again, it seems like a big distraction when you start looking at the this whole global public-private partnership world, and you start looking at the Industrial Revolution. You start looking at the Great Reset and all of that stuff.
Have to really get right
all
up
of
to
these
the
other
screen.
Things that divide us across the left and right seem like such a distraction.
Isn't there something with the moon landing?
We really all need to realize
there's
that
a reflection off the space, man.
And that transcends the left-right thing, and we really all need to get together in order to push back.
Even with my bad eyes, I can.
Agenda, so we need a global movement to push back against it.
I can see there's something going on with his eyes.
But one thing I want to say is that one time when I was a Redacted, I covered CPAC. It was like
yeah, right there, I can see it.
The Conservative Public Action Conference thing.
It just so happens.
And Ted Cruz was speaking there.
To look like
he's the son of a
preacher,
and holy shit, that dude knows how to rile up.
There can be clearly seen.
It was like watching like a Baptist minister just like make.
He's looking down and reading at something.
Everybody up into a frenzy.
He's squinting down, reading right there. I can see that, and then he looks up.
Looked like a total chump. It was crazy. I was like, oh my god.
But then he has to look. I think I just see him looking to that side right there. That's where he had to look.
This was, I think this was probably 2017.
I figured out this scam, and so because, think about the implications of them going on everyone's shows.
CPAC,
they're all
in 2020 for a day and a night.
They're like a Trojan horse.
We were doing events.
They're all situated. They're all tying each other to the hips.
We hit up a night.
So all there has to do is be a Trojan, a reverse Trojan
because Roger Stone had gotten convicted. He was going to go to prison. We had to stop it.
This guy just isn't funny.
And so he threw a thing.
That wasn't that good an impersonation.
We flipped it.
He speaks out of tune.
Into a free Assange rally. It was really weird. It was. I was walking around this giant hotel.
You're reading off of a teleprompter.
All the grounds outside. I was on acid. I was not going to go.
Oh, he says he's on acid.
Emergency free speech.
Get this guy off of where children can watch. This guy should be in prison.
America.
Selling magic mushrooms, trying to trap people. He's an informant.
Bro, it was crazy.
That's why he's not in prison.
Stranahan blew my fucking mind that night. And he had like
Lee Stranahan blew his mind
of rehab like 2 weeks earlier and got out of rehab and was like, yeah, no, fuck it. I'm going right back and I'm going hard. And like, oh my God, dude, he was cracking me up, man.
What a joke.
What's his name? From the National File. It's not it might be Josh or Philip Howley. I can't remember which, but I mean that dude was in rare form. Cassandra Fairbanks had like this massive pistol on a chain.
How can he promote her?
Dude, it was a wild fucking.
Because it's rigged.
It really was.
It sounds like a wild.
Reading off of the script.
We've got some John F. O'Donnell people in the chat.
Oh, right on.
Good to see.
Right on.
He was looking toward. I had that set up pretty good there. All right, one more quick segment, and this is all wrapped up nice and tidy. Okay, here's the last round. There are only 2 more minutes left. They don't really say much coming up here as they segue over to Rockfin. They want people to go to Rockfin to pay for it. That will show a level of commitment to believing in those stupid shows. Someone's willing to pay money. That's an extra step that person took. There'll be a few minutes left over to speak, but I'm not sure there's anything else to really say. One can see that these people are scripted. Unless someone looks into it for themselves, it's pointless for me to keep repeating myself. It's not even 6 a.m. I've been up for about a half hour. It's just about 6 a.m. Contemplating whether to wake and bake. I'm gonna I can wait on that. The orange juice was so nice. The coffee is so nice. Mix it with decaf so I can have a little bit more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start.
Yeah, that's cool. I feel like the Redactivists, that's what we call the Redacted Tonight fans. I feel like there's a lot of folks that have connected with my work and stuff like that I feel like I would love to
the teleprompter.
be connected with. You know, I feel like